You ever stop and think about how your computer or your phone or really the entire internet can juggle a million things at once without just completely crashing? Well, the answer is actually surprisingly simple. It's all thanks to a hidden system that brings order to all that chaos. And trust me, it is running your entire digital life right this second.
I mean, really think about it. You click print, you open a new browser tab, you fire off a message, and you start a video, all like at the same time. How on earth does the machine know what to do first? How does it manage all those different tasks without just getting totally lost?
The solution isn't some crazy complex algorithm that you need a PhD to understand. Nope, it's actually based on a social rule we all learn as kids. A really basic idea of fairness and order that you see pretty much every single day.
That's it. That's the secret. At its very core, a computer manages everything by just making tasks get in line and wait their turn. This digital line is called a queue, and once you understand this, you're a huge step closer to understanding how pretty much all modern software works.
So how does this digital line actually work? Well, it follows one simple, unbreakable rule. It's a principle that governs everything from the line at your local coffee shop to massive globe-spanning server farms.
And here it is, the golden rule. First in, first out. You'll often see it called FIFO, and it is exactly what it sounds like. Whoever or whatever gets in line first gets served first. That's it. No cutting in line, no special treatment. It's simple, it's fair, and it's predictable. The best way to picture this is a line at the bank, right? New people always join at the very back of the line, which in computer science we call the rear of the queue. The person who's getting helped is always at the front. Once they're done, they leave and the whole line shuffles forward. Easy enough? Okay, so we get the concept. A line. But how do we actually build one of these inside a computer's memory? Well, let's start with the most basic building block we've got, a simple array, which is really just a fixed number of empty slots all in a row.
Now, to make our line work, we only need two main actions. Adding a new item to the back, or the rear, is called enqueue. Think of it as entering the queue. And removing an item from the front is called dequeue. These are the only two moves we're allowed to make.
Let's watch this in action. First, we enqueue the number 3. See how both our front and rear pointers are aimed at that first slot? Okay, now let's enqueue a 6. It goes into the slot right behind the 3, and you can see the rear pointer moves forward to that new spot. Same exact thing when we add the 9. The rear marker just keeps on moving down the line.
All right, now let's serve somebody. When we dequeue, the item at the front gets removed. So, bye-bye 3. Now watch that front marker, it scoots up to the next item in line, the 6. If we dequeue again, the 6 is gone. Now this all seems to be working perfectly, but we've just created a huge problem for ourselves, and we don't even know it yet.
Yeah, this simple array method looks great on the surface, but it has a massive hidden flaw. A really big inefficiency that can actually bring the entire system grinding to a halt.
Let's just walk through a really quick scenario. Say we have a queue, we're going to add 3 items to it, and then almost right away, we're going to serve the first 2. What does our digital line look like now? Okay, let's break this down. In step 1, we enqueue 3 items. You can see our rear pointer is now sitting at the very end of the array. Then in step 2, we dequeue 2 items. Now look at what we're left with. The front pointer has moved up, leaving 2 empty spots at the beginning. But the rear pointer, it's stuck at the end. If we try to add a new item, the system thinks the queue is full, even though it's almost completely empty. We've literally hit a wall.
So here's the critical question. We have all this perfectly good unused memory sitting right there at the beginning of our array, but our simple little system can't get to it. The line is just shuffled forward, and now it's stuck. This is incredibly wasteful. There has to be a better way to do this.
And of course there is. Computer scientists came up with a brilliantly simple, really elegant solution to this whole wasted space problem. It's a little conceptual trick that completely changes the game.
Instead of thinking about it as a straight line with a hard start and a hard stop, what if we just bent the ends together to make a circle? What if the end of the line could magically connect right back to the beginning? So here's how it works. When our rear pointer hits the physical end of that array, instead of just stopping and giving up, it just wraps around, right back to the start. It can now use all those empty slots that we freed up earlier. Suddenly, every single spot in our array is usable, and no space ever goes to waste. You might be thinking, okay, but how does it know to wrap around? Well, it's all thanks to this one clever bit of math. The modulo operator, that little % sign, is the whole secret. All it does is find the remainder after a division.
So when the pointer gets to the last spot, let's say position 4 in an array of size 5, the formula becomes 4 plus 1% 5, which is just 5% 5. And the remainder of that? It's 0. And just like that, the pointer snaps right back to the very first slot. That's the magic that makes the whole circle work.
So why does any of this matter? Because these invisible digital lines are running your entire life, whether you realize it or not. In fact, you are standing in a whole bunch of them right now.
Every single time you send a job to your printer, you're adding it to a queue. The operating system on your computer is constantly using queues to decide which program gets to use the processor next. And every website you visit is handling thousands of requests a second by putting them, you guessed it, in a queue.
This quote really just sums it all up perfectly. The internet itself is basically a giant interconnected system of queues. When servers get busy, your request to see a web page or watch a video doesn't just get ignored. It gets in line and it waits its turn, all thanks to that simple, fair, first in, first out principle. So the next time you click send or print or play, just take a second to think about it. That one little click kicked off a journey into probably dozens of different digital lines, all managed by this simple, elegant idea of just waiting your turn. It's the hidden, orderly system that makes our chaotic digital world even possible.